Hey guys, it's Nina. I am back with another video. Today I would like to review for you two Guerlain fragrances that I've recently added to my collection. And one of them I have, it was a time in my life during my teenage years, when I first started working, where I was working at the perfume counter at a department store. And so the fragrance has a lot of memories attached to them. It's really funny because when I first smelled this fragrance, at the time, I think I was, 17 or so, um, I wasn't crazy about it. I was like, this is interesting, but it smelled at the time, at my, 17 years, I felt like this is too, mature for me. And I actually had won a full bottle. We had these contests at work where we would do different things, and the manager of the store would reward us with bottles of tester bottles of perfume because we had so many. So I have some memories attached to this. So I'm very curious. I did order from a seller off of Mercari a vintage. Oh, I don't know if this is vintage, but I think it's a 2012 variety of this fragrance. It's not the vintage. I guess that would be like maybe the second or third reformulated version, but I didn't want the latest one, so I got the oldest one I could without, spending too much money. This wasn't all that expensive. But it is the fragrance Samsara by Guerlain, and I believe that this is the 2012 batch, based upon the information that was given to me. And this is the eau de toilette variety. So the one that I'm referencing that I had experienced when I was 17 was an eau de parfum. So I'm sure this is not going to be as intense or powdery, but I kind of was like, I wonder if I would like the eau de toilette better, because at that age, I felt the eau de parfum was just like choking, right? I felt like you'd spray it and you were choking. But of course, my nose is much more mature now, and I have a different appreciation for fragrances than I did back then. Even though I've always loved perfume, right? But I have a different sense of it now appreciation for it now than I did back then. But I'm curious, what types of memories it's going to evoke when I spray this bottle. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it hasn't changed so drastically that I don't get, those vibes. So we'll see. And then the second fragrance I'll talk about after is Shalimar Souffle this is Souffle Intense. This is the Souffle Intense. The regular Shalimar I do not have. The one that I do have is the, oh gosh, I can't remember the lighter colored bottle. It is the Souffle something, but it's not this one. So anyways, let's get started with Samsara. So according to Fragrantica, this is an amber floral or amber woody fragrance. The perfumer is Jean-Paul Guerlain. And what you're getting at the top notes is ylang ylang, peach, bergamot, green notes, lemon. The heart notes are iris, jasmine, orris, narcissus, violet, and rose. And the base notes are sandalwood, iris, vanilla, tonka bean, amber, and musk. So what I remember of this fragrance is just the intenseness of it. When you sprayed it, it was like this cloud that enveloped you, and it was almost, like something that you felt like you were smothering and you were choking from it. And back then, again, I didn't think it was in a good way. It was not a good way. I wasn't fond of it. As a matter of fact, the bottle that I had won, you know, I gave to my mom back then. So I am curious. But thinking back to it, like I still remember, like I only sprayed it a couple times in my life, but that's how much of an impression this scent made on me, because I clearly, like, I remember, I can conjure up the smell. Like I can close my eyes and think back to then and you know, remember what it smelled like. So I am so excited to see if this bottle is going to give me that same kind of nostalgia. And I've seen some reviewers, Ouch 0111. I love his channel, and he is I think this is like one of his favorite scents. And he was pretty disappointed in the reformulated bottles. So I'm curious. So here we go. So this bottle is almost full. This is I think it's just a 1 ounce bottle that I purchased. Like I said, I didn't want to get like a huge bottle of something that I wasn't going to be that, you know, that I wasn't going to use. I don't buy fragrances that I don't use. I try to keep everything in a rotation. So here we go. Ooh, that atomizer. Okay. Wow. This is definitely the scent I remember. It is the scent I remember. I feel like I can notice immediately the difference between the eau de parfum, which is what I used or, you know, sprayed back then, versus this eau de toilette. I don't know if it's just the difference between the eau de toilette and eau de parfum, or if it's a difference between the reformulation. But so I got the bright bergamot and the lemon and some of that green notes that, you know, that are up at the opening. I definitely get that. The ylang ylang, I do get it. Definitely get it. Peach, I can't identify. I definitely can't identify the peach note at all. What I'm getting mostly is the green notes and the bergamot, lemon, like that bright citrus smell. A little bit of the ylang ylang. And then it's starting to go into, like I smell the orris, you know, right off the bat. I get some of that rose. Do I get the violet? I don't know. Or the iris. Maybe I do get some. There's jasmine, iris, orris, narcissus, violet, and rose are sort of the heart notes. This is definitely the scent that I remember, but I can tell you right now, it does not have the power that it had back then. Like, because it's not choking me. Like, I think I just sprayed, you know, 2 sprays. And I want to spray this on my skin because I want to know how this performs on skin. I just did 2 sprays on my hand. Now on my hand, I definitely get that ylang ylang. I still don't smell the peach. I feel like the peach is just blended away, or I don't know. I don't get the peach. I get the ylang ylang. I get the lemon. I get definitely those green notes. And then right away I start to smell like the orris. That's kind of what it goes right into, kind of the orris and maybe the rose. So the dry down is supposed to be sandalwood, iris, vanilla, tonka bean, amber, and musk. I remember when I smelled the one back when I was 17, I feel like that one was like very musky, like the dry down. Like I said, it almost felt like when you sprayed that scent, it just kind of, it projected off of you like a monster. Like it was just like, woo, woo, woo. Like that's the, if there was like a sound, like that's what it felt like. And I definitely don't get that at all. Oh, that's kind of sad because that's what I wanted to experience now that I'm a little bit more advanced in my, fragrance journey. Like I wanted to experience that. But I definitely, this feels like a very flat version. So when I spray it, I get the, initial Samsara scent, what my memory remembers. Like I smell that, but then it's almost like it quickly just goes away. None of that cloud that I remember experiencing that just sort of envelops you when you spray this fragrance back then, it's not there anymore. Mm-mm. And I feel like it's just it's drawing down to a amber vanilla scent, and a pretty weak one at that. That's what it just, like flat, like that's the word that I get. Like I don't get that cloud, I don't get that scent bubble, it's just a flat, it's nice, it's nice, but it's not that powerful scent that I was hoping to experience, which is kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. But it's still fun that, remember, like, it's funny how scent works that way. You smell something and it immediately takes you back to a time in your life when you originally, smelled that scent. Like, it's like music. Music's the same way, right? A song could just take you back immediately. Well, that's how scent is for me. It like takes me right back. It's unfortunate that I remember like so vibrantly what that original scent was like, and that this is like maybe a third of that. I don't know. But I'm glad I got it. It's a cute little bottle. It's only 1 ounce, so, I feel like I definitely will use that up, and especially because if from what I heard, the longevity is not very good on this, so you would have to spray this, a good bit. I'm a chronic oversprayer anyway, so shouldn't be a problem. All right, so the next one is the Shalimar Souffle Intense by Guerlain. And let's see. I want to read you what the notes are on that one. So Shalimar Souffle Intense. I don't know why I keep wanting to say duh. It's Shalimar Souffle Intense is the name. It's also an amber floral. It was this particular one, I guess, was launched in 2017, and this was a Terry Wasser fragrance. So the notes on this one are bergamot, mandarin, orange, lemon. Those are the top notes. The heart notes are orange blossom and jasmine, and the base notes are benzoin, Tahitian vanilla, Indian vanilla, and white musk. So I've heard such great things. I heard this was just a wonderful vanilla fragrance, and I do love vanilla. And I like the other Shalimar that I have. Let me tell you what that other one is. Let's see. Shalimar Souffle de Parfum is the one that I have already that I absolutely love. I do not own a bottle of the original Shalimar, the regular Shalimar. These are all flankers. But I don't have I have sniffed the Shalimar, but I do not own a bottle. So this is in the beautiful blue. This is the dark blue bottle, whereas the Souffle de Parfum is in sort of a gradient bottle that's a little lighter at the top and then kind of darkens at the base. This one is just a complete sort of navy blue, I don't know if that's cobalt or navy. I'd say navy blue bottle. I love the shape of this bottle. It's just so Art Deco and just gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Somewhere back there on the shelf, I do have this is a 1.7, so 50 ml bottle. I do have the 100 ml of the Souffle de Parfum, which I absolutely love. And I'm glad I got, because I don't know, I think I heard it might have been discontinued. I'm not sure. It's still out there though. I saw bottles of it out there when I was searching for this one. So this one, I purchased brand new, and it came in the typical, the latest Shalimar boxes. And I'm gonna go ahead and spray this on my hand, on my other hand. So let's see what this smells like. Ooh, it's so good. So good. It's like, if you like amber florals, ooh, I get that lemon right at the top, the bergamot and the lemon. It's like your eyes roll back kind of good. For me anyways. This is so good. Wow. Oh God. Yeah. This is what I want. This is the kind of experience I want to have. When I was hoping I'd have with the Shalimar, or I'm sorry, with the Samsara. It's still not, this is not that power that I'm talking about that I used to experience with Samsara, but just the beauty of this scent. It's so good. It's that vanilla. I get the benzoin, I get the musk. And then you get a little bit of that orange blossom and jasmine in the heart. But I feel like it very quickly goes into that vanilla. So if you are looking for your next vanilla scent and you do not have this fragrance in your collection, I say this is a must-have. If you are a fragrance collector and you love vanilla, this Shalimar Souffle Intense is a must-have. You've got to get it. It's so good. And I don't know if this is, I don't know if it's discontinued or if it's going to be, but I could not find, I knew I would love it based upon the reviews I had seen, and I really wanted the 100 ml size bottle. I could not find one. I could only find the 50 ml. So I will need to get a backup or try to find 100 ml, because this is like, it's amazing. It's an amazing vanilla scent. It's just so creamy, and you just get those, the floral, but not too heavy. Like, it's not like, it has that Shalimar DNA for sure, but it's mostly vanilla. So if you don't get turned off by, some people have smelled Shalimar and are not crazy about it. They think it's too much of a throwback, too vintage, or too old lady, or whatever you want to call it. Like, I don't feel that way personally, but I've heard people say that. And, they might not look at any of the flankers because of that. But, oh gosh, this is like lemon cake at the beginning. And then the lemoniness just kind of goes away, and you're left with you get the orange blossom and that vanilla mostly is what I smell. But it is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's comforting. It's cozy. It just literally makes your mouth water. Like, that's how good it is. It is so good, guys. So I would highly, highly recommend that if you are a vanilla lover, that you go and get yourself the Guerlain Shalimar Souffle Intense in the blue bottle. The full bottle is very dark like this. I feel like the Souffle de Parfum isn't quite, it's still vanilla, but I feel like you get more of the florals and a little less of the, the lemon. You get the lemon, but not as much as here. And it doesn't go right into that vanilla right away like this one does. It stays more floral for a while before it's, dries down. So if you just want vanilla, this is the one. Souffle Intense Shalimar. So that's my review for today. If there is anything that you would like to know further about either one of these fragrances, please put them down in the comments below. Thank you again for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe. and share my video with someone who you think might enjoy my content. I've just started, getting into my fragrance journey, so I am a newer nose to FragCom, but I just love fragrances and I love to share that with you. And anyways, thank you for stopping by, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.